Hello friends, welcome to another video. Before this video starts, I want to say please look at the links in my bios. The Black Lives Matter movement is still super important to support. We need to continue to fight for police reform, and I need to hold myself accountable for this as well, but please keep yourself educated about all the issues that are going on right now in the world and with our government, because a big election is coming up, and please, please, please vote, 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 not just for the president, for anyone you can vote for. Please stay educated. Yeah, that's it.
It's Saturdays with Sarah, but also sometimes Sunday because I am a full-time student and I'm really busy. Yeah.
Moving on to the video. Hi. First of all, I'm in my new house. Second of all, I hope this setup is fine. I have a makeshift tripod going on. But it's almost too bright in this room. I literally have one of my windows closed right now and I still look absolutely like Snow White pasty. But anyway, today's video is about my sweet, sweet baby Oliver. A lot of people have requested this, which is hilarious because I don't consider myself to have fans, but a bunch of my subscribers who I don't personally know have been commenting on my videos please do more videos with Oliver, we want an update on Oliver, and I get it, he's the most interesting thing about me. But yeah, he's currently sleeping under the bed, but I promise you will see him in a little bit. But I'm gonna start by just filling you in on what he's got going on. So I adopted Oliver, my bunny, September 11th of 2019. So I've had him for about, I think it's just over 10 months now, which is crazy because I feel like he's been in my life forever. I just can't imagine my life before him. I love being his mother. I love having something to take care of. He's truly an emotional support buddy for me. He gives me so much serotonin. But yes, if you haven't seen my other videos on him, go watch my adoption video and my why bunnies are great apartment pets video. So I adopted him from Bunny Bunch, and when I got him he was already neutered because they neuter all of their, or spayed or neutered, I don't remember which one is for which sex, but they fix all of their animals, which is amazing. So he was already fixed, and then a month after I got him, I found a vet. I go to Northwood Animal Hospital, which was one of the recommended vets by the rescue because they had an animal specialist. I would hope they're animal specialists. They had a rabbit specialist. It's really important if you have a rabbit to get a vet who has knowledge about rabbits, because if they don't go to them. So he got a checkup then, and he was amazing, and he just recently got another checkup because he got his RHDV2 vaccine. So he has been vaccinated. I got him on the waiting list for that. And I have a video coming of my experience with that, a short little vlog, so maybe that'll be next video. But he's been to the vet twice, no problems at all, super healthy. Last time he went, he was weighing 4.5 pounds. When I got him, he was just under 4, so he's gained a little weight. I'm not shocked, so have I. And when I took him to the vet, obviously they're guessing, but they determined his birthday was October 4th of 2018. So that means when I got him, he was still under a year old. The rescue told me he was about a year because obviously they're guesstimating. But now looking back, he definitely was a yitty when I got him. And he's definitely gotten a little bit bigger and just more grown up looking since I got him. So he's got a birthday coming up soon, the big 2. I gotta figure out something to do for that. We just moved, as you might know, so I have a whole new setup for him, and I will show you that in just a little bit. But I want to talk about my process from going to having him in a pen to free ranging him. If you saw my adoption video, you might have seen that I had a little 5x3 pen for him, partially under my bed, which I actually really loved because it was like a cave for him. But that is no more. So when I first got him, I kept him in his pen when I left home, so if I went to work or school, and when I went to bed. and he was free range while I was home. So I could kind of like learn his behavior and like just make sure he wasn't getting into any trouble or chewing anything. And then it was very like natural, the transition. Like I didn't have any dates planned out for when I would start doing things. I just kind of like, once I felt like I knew his personality, I started getting more lenient and more lenient. So then I eventually started leaving him out when I would go to work or school, and just locking him in the pen at night. And then that didn't last for long, because then I was like, why am I locking him up at night if I leave him alone during the day? Like, what do I think he's gonna do at night? So then he just became free range all the time, but he still had his little pen. And then when I rearranged my room, like 4 months ago at my old place, I just took the pen down because I was like, I don't need this for any reason. Like, he just lives in my room. But yeah, it's gone really smoothly. I love having him free ranged in my room. I honestly would free range him in our whole house, but he has this fear of tile or wood flooring. Here and in my old place too, like the hallway and the main living space was tile and wood. So I literally leave my door open all the time and he refuses to walk on it. Like I don't need a baby gate or anything. Like he just will never leave. Like I even leave my door open when I leave. He has no interest in going onto the slippery floor. I think just because his feet slip when he jumps and he's really scared of it. I tried to teach him how to walk on it, but he's just not a fan. So he has a lot of space in my new room. It's really big, so I don't feel bad. But if I move into a place on my own, or hopefully a place with all carpet, he would definitely be free range in the whole space. But yeah, now I'll give you a little room tour of his setup, I guess, and explain a few more things. I bet you guys are just like, where the fuck is the rabbit? Can we see the rabbit? So this is gonna be kind of janky because I'm not fully moved in yet. I still have boxes and stuff, and I don't want to like show my whole room because I want to do a room tour later. But this little nook is his food area. So I have this cute little cactus mat. In the morning, I give him a 4th cup of pellets, and I just put them in the lid because when I put them in the bowl, he like can't reach them because the lip on it, and he's just lazy. So I put them in here. This is his water dish. This is his food bowl where he gets a big bowl full of greens and herbs and some fruit treats at night. When I first got him, I had little metal bowls in a stand, and he absolutely flipped them over every single day. He would spill his water constantly. So I highly recommend getting heavy ceramic bowls. He's never flipped either of these over. He flips this, but like pellets are dry, so don't really care. And then he has little toys scattered all over the room. An issue I had, not an issue, but something annoying that I've been trying to fix since we moved is my old apartment room got super, super dirty with just like hay and his little stray poops. And he had a lot of really messy toys that he would chew up. So one of my goals for this room is to get him toys that he still loves, but aren't quite as messy. And if they are messy, they're contained in an area just so my room stays like still my sanctuary and also his sanctuary, and I don't constantly have like hay stuck to my feet like I did before. So moving right over this way, this is my nightstand, but he absolutely loves laying in here. It is the summer. We keep our AC on, obviously, but he likes laying on cool surfaces, so he lays in here a bunch. Let's see if we can find him under the bed. Oh my goodness. Look. Look at those feet. Look at him worm. Him worm. He's very sleepy right now because he sleeps during the day. Got another toy, but he loves hanging out under my bed. It's one of his favorite sleepy spots. It's nice and cool, and it's like he's in a little hole because bunnies burrow. This is my closet. He likes running in here. That box I left down for him because he likes boxes. Every time I get a box or like a paper bag, I'll put it on the floor for a few days so he can play with it. So this is his new hay box setup, which has been working really well for me. I've tried a bunch of different things with his hay boxes. At my old place, I had 2 hay boxes for a while because he kept peeing in one corner of my room, and I was like, okay, I'll just put a second hay box there because obviously he wants to go to the bathroom there. So we had 2 for a while, which was so extra of him. But when we moved here, I took him back down to 1 because he's 1 rabbit. He just needs 1 hay box, and he's been doing totally fine. And a while ago, I bought a covered, this is gonna be a long video, sorry guys. I just have so much to say. A while ago, I bought a covered hay box to see if that would stop the hay from getting all over my room. But then I thought of this. So this has been my current fix. So I got this little pop-up playpen from my grandparents. They used to use it for their little dogs. It has a little door that can close and you can zip up the top, but I have no need for it. So I keep his hay box in here, and his hay toys in here. This needs to be refilled, but he likes ripping hay out of that. And it's been working really, really well because all of the excess hay that would get tracked all over is because when he jumps out, like some hay comes with him and gets stuck to his little feetsies and all that. So all of that excess hay is just landing in here. And he likes laying right here a lot because it's cold. So I'm lucky enough to have a room that is big enough for this setup right now. It's been working really well and I'm a fan. And then I just have his hay box trash can right next to it, so when I give him hay constantly throughout the day, because he eats so much of it, it's just right here and it doesn't get all over my room. And then I usually keep his little morning pellets just right on top of there. And then back here, he's got a little cardboard house, which he really likes. He used to have straw houses, but this was a cleaner solution. The straw would get everywhere, and he still bites it and stuff, and it makes a mess, but it's easier to clean up cardboard. And reminder, if you have a bunny, put up all your cords. He's not a big chewer, but I'm not risking it. As you see, I have all this like space under this chair that I have. So I shove his little tunnel under here too. And this little crate was just empty, so I put his little blankie in here. It hasn't laid in there yet, but I think it's just too hot right now. But he loves that blankie. Another little toy. He is so funny. He like rations his food throughout the day. So obviously in the morning when I give him his pellets, he'll like run up and eat some, but he doesn't eat them all. He saves them and he'll eat them throughout the day basically until I get his dinner. So I really just feed him his pellets whenever I wake up in the morning. I wake up pretty late, but sometimes I'll wake up beforehand just to feed him and then go back to bed. And then I feed him dinner around like 5 to 7. Maybe later or earlier if I have work, but look how cute he is. He's just a little baby. And finishing off the little room tour, this is where again, sorry, my closet is not unpacked, but this is where I keep all of his stuff. In here is his big bag of hay that I get from Bunny Bunch. It is fantastic. It's literally $15. I get him orchard grass hay or Timothy hay. And the bag is so big, it literally lasts me like 3 months versus the bags they sell at Petco will last me like 2 weeks and they're the same price. So buy from Rescues and stuff if you can. And it has his paper bedding that I use for his hay box. And then here it has like toys, napkins I use to clean his hay box, his little harness he's never worn, white vinegar and water, which is what I use to clean up his little pee or whatever. All his stuff. And then he's got more toys and hairbrushes here. And his winter bed, which is not needed right now because it's freaking hot. We have changed setups because I want you to be able to see. Sweet babies. Oh my god. Stop. He just flopped over. He literally was just eating. He said good night. See you later. I can't. I absolutely cannot. I can't handle that. Follow him at _Ollie the bun _. I'll link his Instagram below. He is so cute. So yeah, I feel like I've been talking my ear off about my sweet Oliver. As far as his hay / litter box, my routine has changed for that a little bit. once I got him 2 litter boxes, I started changing it once a week instead of every 2 to 3 days because they weren't very dirty. And since I've gone back to just 1, I've been just changing it once a week. But I put in a lot more absorbent stuff at the bottom. So I put 1 paper bag at the very bottom because we have a ton of paper bags. Then a pee pad. I'm out of breath. And then I put a pretty thick layer of his paper bedding in there. So it doesn't get smelly or dirty until right about 7 days, and then I change it, which has been really nice for me because I don't have to change it as often. As far as who watches Oliver when I am gone, right now I have been using the Rescue Bunny Bunch's boarding system. They will board them and pay for all of their food and hay and all their stuff. You don't have to bring anything for just $15 a day, I think, which is really nice. So I've been using that. It's a little inconvenient when I'm just gone for like a weekend. If I'm gone for a short amount of time, I will usually ask my roommate Sarah Neal to take care of him, and she's great and knows how to take care of him and stuff. But I would like to eventually get like a reliable pet sitter that would come here just as like another backup. And I get his nails trimmed like, I don't know, every like 8 weeks or something. 8 to 10 weeks. He's up. Hi, sweetie. And I occasionally will get him groomed. You're really just like distracting, sweetie. You're taking over the show. Yeah, I'm talking about you. He's got a little itchy ear. Don't you? You got an itchy ear? He said, please don't bother me. I would like to sleep under my bed. Quite an itch. Are you okay, bud? Okay, we'll leave him be. So now I'm going to talk about him like he's my actual child and tell you about his good behavior and his bad behavior. So we have grown a lot since I got him. We have a very, very close bond, and I feel very lucky to have a rabbit that loves me just as much as I love him. I could cry. He is really well behaved. I was a little worried when I got a rabbit because I've heard horror stories of like them chewing so much and like not being litter box trained, or like, I don't know, just mostly the chewing, I guess. But he's super well behaved. Again, he's free ranged in my room. He's super good at using his litter box. He's never had a problem with that. He doesn't really chew on anything. Every so often he'll like give a little nibble to like one of my wood crates or something, but like I don't care. Yeah, I think it's just like important to provide your bunny with toys that they can chew on, and lots of hay so that they don't chew on your things. Another thing I absolutely love about him is he is such a little cuddle bug attention whore. This rabbit constantly wants head rubs. Like, I wake up in the morning, I feed him, he eats a little bit, and then he will do circles around my feet just waiting for me to pet him. So we usually have a morning and a night snuggle. The night snuggle is longer. I like put him up on the bed with me and like pet him for probably like 30 minutes, and he just is in heaven. He loves being a pet, like such a whore. I will like take my hand away for a second to like, I don't know, rest my arm, and he immediately nudges until I pet him again. Like, he just head bumps me. Going back to the well-behaved thing, he has never aggressively bit me. He's nipped at my hand a few times when he wants me to pet him more, or like on accident if I'm giving him a treat, but I just like tap his head and go, ow, so he knows. But he's never like bit me aggressively. Like, it doesn't hurt. It feels like a little like, he is the cutest sleeper, like literally on planet Earth. As you saw, he loves to flop like that. He absolutely will just like keel over. He looks dead, but obviously he's not. But he just sleeps in the cutest positions. Like, I just stare at him all day long, and I never never get tired of it. I have so many pictures of him on my phone. It's absurd. But again, follow his Instagram for that. He loves a good zoomie. I usually miss them because he does them at like 5 a.m. when he's like awake. But I'll just hear him like running in circles around my room doing little zoomies and binkies and stuff, which is super cute. Oh, I also got him a stroller a few months ago, so I've taken him out a few times. Not so much recently because it's been too hot. But he'll just sit in the little stroller. He's so well behaved. And I think he kind of likes it. He gets to like look around, see what's going on. And another great thing about him is he travels really well. He does great in his carrier. The rescue and his vet are about 30 minutes away from me. And he always does great there. I've traveled back and forth to my hometown twice since quarantine started because I wanted to spend like a month or two with my family, and he did amazing. It's a 7 to 8 hour car ride. If you want to see a video on how I did that with him, I did film some of it, but it was kind of janky, so I like never posted it. If you want to see a video on how I road tripped with him, he did awesome. Let me know in the comments. And the final thing that I love about his personality is he's really friendly. Rabbits can be very shy if you keep them in a cage or don't socialize with them a lot, or it might just be part of their personalities for some of them. They all have different personalities, but he's very friendly. It takes him usually like a day to warm up to someone. I always just tell people to treat him like a cat, and you have to kind of like earn their love and act like you don't want it at first. So just like wait for him to come up to you, give him a little pet, and then stop. Don't force your love on him. But he's super friendly, and again, he loves being a pet. Okay, and obviously I have to say a few bad things about him because I've been raving about him literally all video. So the only negatives about him are, one, he's expensive. He's worth every penny, but before you get a pet, they are fucking expensive. He will occasionally pee on things. It's usually when there's like a new weird smell. So like when I moved here, he's peed like in like 2 corners, just because it was like a new smell to him. But I just dab it with a paper towel and then with white vinegar so the smell goes away, and he's never had a problem with like peeing in the same spot. Again, he's litter box trained. Occasionally little pellets do go everywhere. Not everywhere, but like he obviously poops majority in his litter box, but I think sometimes they just like fall out of him. I don't know how bunnies work. I do know how bunnies work, but like I feel like sometimes he'll just like hop and one little pellet will fall out. So occasionally I do have to pick them up off the floor, but I've been putting them in my compost and in my soil because apparently bunny fertilizer is really, really good for plants and soil. Fun fact. Another negative is, like I mentioned before, you can get hay everywhere. A lot of like bunny influencers I've seen have, like, say they vacuum every morning to get it up, and I'm like, I'm not gonna vacuum every morning. That's a little unrealistic for me, but I've tried to contain it a bit. It's been working out better. And the last one is just that he sheds a bunch during molting season. So whenever it is about to get really hot or about to get really cold, he sheds a shit ton. He finally stopped, but he was shedding a bunch in like June. Like every time you pet him, it would just like poof. So I would just pet him a lot and brush him, so it wasn't a super big deal. But yeah, those are my pros and cons, I guess, of Oliver. That's my 10-month, I guess almost 1 year of having him, review. I hope you guys enjoyed getting updates on Oliver. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions about rabbit care or anything about Oliver. Again, follow his Instagram. I post on there a lot. I think it's really fun, just because I'm obsessed with him and I take so many pictures of him. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll give you one more sneak peek before we go. He's like, Mom, can you shut up? He's trying to sleep right now. He is absolutely conked out. You see him? He's such a cutie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a big thumbs up for my sweet Oliver. And yeah, hit subscribe down below if you haven't already. getting close to 1,000 now, so I'd really appreciate the subscribe. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Later.